these new transducers have what's called a Hirschmann connector on top. This is a field wirable connector, and it does require you to cut your existing cable and strip off the leads to make connections manually. One advantage of this is that you can cut the cable to the exact length that you need and not have a bunch of extra cable dangling around to get caught on things. The correct wiring on these Hirschmann connectors you can determine by looking at the numbers on the terminals. So the numbers are located on the front side of the terminal and also on the back side. In order to wire these up, you're going to connect the red wire to terminal number 1, the black wire to terminal number 2, and the white wire to terminal number 3. Once you got that wired up, you can go ahead and close up the connection and secure the cable nut onto the cable. This connector then clamps right on top, secures with a click, and screws in to form a strong seal. So here's what we're going to need to do the replacement. Wrenches to loosen and tighten the transducers, wire cutters to cut and connect the provided cable. You'll need a small Phillips screwdriver, then you'll need your cable and your new transducer and a roll of Teflon tape. Let's go ahead and do this replacement. Take our channel lock wrench, remove the old bad transducer. One's gone. Take our new transducer here. You can just go ahead and remove the Hirschmann connector from the top, save that for later. Now I'm going to take some Teflon tape and just give it a few wraps. Then go ahead and thread that new transducer on. This takes a 27mm wrench. We'll go ahead and just give that a few rotations until it fits snugly. There we go, I'm happy with that. Next up, we need to run our cable. I could reuse the existing cable, but I feel like it's probably best practice to start fresh. All right, we've run our cable here. Every replacement transducer will come with an updated cable. It's important that the colors match, and so we recommend that you use the cable that's included with the replacement, even if you already have an existing cable on your machine. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut this cable to fit. I'll leave a little bit of slack in the connection just so we can zip tie it appropriately, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut the cable. So now we're going to take the top of our Hirschmann connector, save the square gasket. You can use the screw to push the base of the connector out. We'll set that aside and the screw. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is thread our completely jacketed cable through the opening of the connector and pull it out. So now the cable is going through this watertight connector here. We'll go ahead and strip off about 1.5 inches of the insulating jacket of the cable, and then you have your black, red, and white wires inside. These are 18 gauge wires. I'm going to go ahead and strip off about 1 centimeter from each of these stranded wire. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and connect them into the base of the Hirschmann connector using these Phillips-headed screw terminals. So the order of connections here is red, black, white. We're going to connect red to pin 1, terminal 1, black to terminal 2, and white to terminal 3. So let's go ahead and do that. Great. So now our Hirschmann connector is wired up. Go ahead and slide the rest of the cable back into the connector. Rotate this around until it slides in like that. Perfect. You can tighten the nut down tight to form a tight seal around the cable. Grab your black gasket, put that on the base, and then grab your screw, find the correct orientation. Looks like that. Screw goes down into the top, and then we'll go ahead and tighten that down. And just for good measure, we don't want this wire hanging off of here, so I'm going to take this wrench and just give it another half turn so that it's pointing backwards. Perfect. So now we'll disconnect our old cable from the wire harness, toss that out, and connect the new cable directly back into the same port. Screw it down nice and tight. We'll wrap this up by cleaning up the cables with cable ties, and we're good.